Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video, let's go straight into this video. Why do men test women? Why do you think these guys or these men do test women or ladies outside there? First of all, we know that if this guy wants to be in a very serious relationship with this woman or with this lady, he's going to test this woman. For example, this guy is going to pretend he is in such a poor condition, such that he doesn't have any money, he doesn't have any capital. He just wants to see how this kind of woman is going to react. And this is one of the ways that these guys test women. So let's go straight into this video.
I'm about to put y'all on game, okay? So, just like women like to put men through tests to see if they're worthy of being in a relationship with them, men do the same exact thing. Good, godly men, not your little narcissistic boyfriend, okay? And let me give you three tests that men will put you through. The first test that a man will put you through is acting broke. A man will act completely broke to see how you will react, to see how you truly feel about him. Because believe it or not, as you can see nowadays, all women want from man is their money. So men will put you through the broke test to see if you're actually there for them or if you're there for their money, okay? Not to say that, these are provider men. These are men that will spend a bag on you, but they're still gonna, see what your intentions are. You feel me? The second test that a man will put you through, he will be vulnerable with you. It might not even be his real emotions, but he will show you his emotions to see how you react. Here's why. Believe it or not, there are women out here, when their man shows them emotion, they will look at them like they're weak, like they're men. They're not supposed to cry. They're not supposed to have emotions. So he will put you through this test to see how good of a woman you are. He'll see how much kindness you have in your heart, how much love and care that you have in your heart for him. He will also do this to test if you will throw it back at him in a later argument that you guys have. The third test that a man will put you through is bringing you around his homeboys, around his colleagues, around people that he's with on a daily basis or whatever. He will bring you around these people before he even brings you around his parents to see how you will conduct himself, to see how you represent him in public. Okay? So those are 3 ways that men will test you, and I hope that y'all learned something. Don't come arguing with me in the comments. I'm not talking about your narcissistic boyfriend. I'm talking about real good men.
Here are some very specific things that a man will do to a woman early on to test her to see how much he can get away with. I'll tell you what they are, and then I'll tell you guys how to properly respond to them. And a man will do these things to see how quickly you'll bend, how much you're willing to tolerate, how available you are, and how much power they have before they offer you anything real. One of those things is your boundaries. He will know what your boundaries are and try to intentionally push against them to see if you'll stand firm in your boundaries or if you'll fold them for him. He might bring up sex quickly. He might text you after a certain hour that you told him not to text you. And the goal is to see how much he can get away with, especially if he knows that you like him. So what do you do in a situation like this? You don't over-explain. You don't try to justify. You respond clearly and once, and then you let your science speak on your behalf. If he's calling you at a time where you told him not to call, simply don't answer. And don't feel bad for not answering either. Your ability to reinforce your boundaries without performance is going to set you as somebody respectable, not just somebody who he's simply pursuing. Keep in mind, you're not in a rush. You move with intention. You do not repeat yourself after you already gave an answer. If respect is not mutual, there's nothing to build on. Another one is availability. This is when a man starts getting hot and cold. His responses start to delay. His consistency starts becoming inconsistent. He might even cancel last-minute plans. He's pulling away to see if you'll chase. He's not trying to lose you. He's trying to confirm your attachment for him. So what do you do in a situation like this? All you do is observe, detach, and recalibrate. You don't play detective and you don't demand for answers. That's exactly what he wants you to do, because he knows that if you do that, you're now chasing him. You don't chase him. You pull back the moment you see any kind of inconsistency, and trust me, he will feel the shift. You got to tell yourself, if the energy is not aligned, you start stepping back. If this isn't giving any clarity, I don't do confusion. If it's inconsistent now, I'm not going to be curious about it later.
Yes, ladies, one of the ways that a guy can test you, this guy is actually going to act so broke. He'll act as if he doesn't have any money at all, just to test your IQ, to see how you're going to react if the moment he told you he's so broke or he doesn't have anything to do with money. And then another thing, a guy can test you by, for example, just to test your intellectual. This guy is going to ask you out, or even ask you to go shopping with him. He wants to see the kind of things you're going to shop and how much at the end of the day that receipt is going to be reading, how much, what is the total in that receipt. This is one of the ways these guys normally test you. Another thing is that a guy can test you on how you carry yourself, how you present yourself, because he knows this is the kind of way that you're going to represent him in the outside world. So these are some of the ways that a guy can test you.
Just how women test their men, men also test their women to see if they're marriage material. So look out for these signs. Hello, my name is Carla, and restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. Let's go ahead and establish something first. It's okay for a man to test the girl that he's with to see if she's marriage material. And they're very subtle, but men do this because if they're going to be spending the rest of their life with someone, they want to be sure that they're not making a mistake, but most importantly, that they're not being played. Men are smart, and I'll give you a clear example. Number one, they want to make sure that the women that they end up with are emotionally reasonable. What do I mean by this? If you told him previously that him hanging out with the guys after a specific time is not okay with you, he is going to test that boundary and see how you react. If you react out of impulse, out of emotion, and cannot reason with him, if he breaks that boundary, he will not take you seriously. But if you keep your composure and instead of overreacting, telling him that you don't appreciate it, that he should just call next time, but that you're glad he's safe in his memory bank, he's going to store that as, if we ever do end up getting into a fight, she is still reasonable and she can use reason to come to a solution. Second test, they want to be with a woman that is credible, that is who she says she is, aka a woman that knows her worth and can respect herself. This is why you need to know your worth and establish physical boundaries. Make him work for the cookie because they don't want to marry someone that's easy.
Yes, ladies, another way that guys normally test women, because this guy, if he is going for a long-term relationship, he wants to find out if this woman or this lady, is she the kind of person I'm going to spend the rest of the life with? This guy is going to test whether you are a wife material. By saying wife material, I mean, because there are some ladies, the moment she gets married, she is still not comfortable in that house. She's still not comfortable with this guy. She still hope from one man to another man. So this guy is like, he has to measure. It's like a seesaw, it's a balance, it's like a weighing scale. He has to weigh properly before engaging with this woman, because he knows this is a long-term relationship. I want the best for the two of us. And so this guy is going to measure or to find out or to actually think, am I dating the right woman? Am I dating the right lady in my life? Because he doesn't want to make any mistakes. And this is the reason why a lot of guys normally are very keen when they're actually choosing their marriage partners in life.
Ladies, how do men test you and how do you pass these tests? Listen, in order to understand or to win anybody's test, whether it's the opposite genders, you have to understand what's their intention behind it. Like, what are they desiring, right? And then when it comes to men, they're desiring control. So right when you understand that, you kind of know how to win the test, right? And you understand what kind of test he's going to put onto you. He's going to put tests that's going to utilize his control over you, right? And a lot of test guys will do is pulling away from you, breaking up with you, ignoring you. All these tests is just to gain control and power over you. And in order to win these games or these tests is you have to have resilience and not give him the power or not give him that control. It's that simple. I hope that helped.
The fourth way guys test women is by giving you space and physical distance. By consciously stepping back, a man might be checking to see if you pursue him, if you respect his need for space, or if the connection fades. This is rooted in the psychological need for independence within intimacy. By providing space, he's not only observing your response or absence, but also testing the strength and security of the bond. It's a barometer to determine if the relationship can thrive even when not constantly fueled by presence. Aristotle declared, "Whoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god." The great Greek philosopher suggests that solitude can bring out extreme tendencies in individuals. 3 specific examples of what this could look like are: number 1, not texting or calling you for a day or 2. Number 2, taking a solo trip without inviting you. Number 3, spending a weekend away with friends without much contact.
The reason why men test you is for 2 reasons. 1, humans always need to test for weakness to see whether or not they're going to take advantage of you. That's how humans are. Just like a class tests the substitute teacher to see if they're a pushover, they usually test it to see whether or not they deserve respect. 2, because people, most likely you're sending signs of weakness, and so they test you to confirm it. They'll push your buttons, they'll pull away, they'll act distant to see whether or not you'll pursue. And if you pursue, you confirm to them that you're weak, and all of a sudden, a person who might have been meek and nice and polite, all of a sudden turns into a tyrant. That's why you should always display signs of power. Always be willing to walk away. Once you do that, you give them a deterrent, and that deterrent prevents people from manipulating you, prevents people from trying to play you. To learn more about this, follow me on TikTok or follow me on Instagram.
Men test women in ways they don't even realize. The most women fail without knowing why. Men test women subconsciously, not to play games, but to see how she responds to pressure. He might pull back emotionally to see if you chase. He might tease you to see if you're confident in yourself. He might act indecisive just to see if you take the lead. These tests aren't always intentional, but they reveal everything about your self-worth. A confident woman passes without even trying, because she doesn't react, she responds. So the secret is to not play into the test. Stay secure, set your standards, and let them realize you're the one worth chasing.
That's it for today, guys. Ladies, how guys test you, how men test you. First of all, we know that men are egocentric. A guy is going to test you by even not, when you are still dating or you are new in your relationship, he's going actually to test you by not giving you a phone call, even for a day, not responding to your text messages, just to see how you're going to react because you're still dating. And then another thing, this guy can also decide to go on a trip, on a solo trip, just to see your reaction on what you're going to think about it. And this is whereby we normally say, ladies, you're supposed to give your men some space. Give that guy some space. Don't be, each and every time he's always occupied in your mind. If he's going out, don't give each and every time you're always on the phone call. Where are you? What time are you coming back? Don't do that. He needs his space, you've got your space too. That guy is actually testing you. Another thing, this guy can actually pretend to be so broke so that to test your intellectual. He wants to pretend that he's so broke to see if you're the kind of lady that is going to last in that relationship. These are some of the ways that guys normally test ladies in a relationship or while they're still dating. So guys, thank you so much. Let me know this in the comment section. What do you think about this video in the comment section? What are your opinions? And bye for now.